Say, fuck it, dude.
What'd you say?
So if I was in Tampa and the hurricane was coming, I would just start kicking it on the porch and say, fuck the bullshit, dude.
The Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah.
Screaming, is that all you got?
Yeah. I'd say try to blow me
I
away.
like picture everybody else holding onto poles up in the air with the wind, and you're just sitting fine. The wind can't push you.
Dude, you know who I feel so bad for is the fucking weather guy that they always send out there to like just stand and like.
I always think deep down, I'm like, that must be the guy who like grabs asses.
Oh yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
He's a
like,
pervert.
Yeah, he's like a pervert.
Oh, they're trying
There's
to kill
got to
him?
be some reason they send him there. Or he's
Yeah.
just fucking annoying.
Dude, but I kind of want to be that guy a little bit. Like, why not?
My dad goes. He goes, this is going to be a big friggin' hurricane. I said, why? He goes, because Joe Cantoro was just spotted at the airport. He's a Weather Channel guy he's always in the eye.
He was splitting?
He was spotted, sorry.
He was like splitting, he was like bouncing?
No. He was just, somebody saw him in the airport. He's in town.
I see. I thought you meant he was leaving town.
Yeah.
Like, if he doesn't want to be a part of this, who does?
No. That guy's got a death wish.
Yeah. You know what? I wonder if you could like super glue your feet to some wood. And then like
already a bad idea.
Drill the wood into the ground. Not your feet. I'm saying your shoes. And then like drill the wood into the ground and just like But I think what you're more worried about is debris coming and fucking you up.
No, what you do is you put on skis and then you screw the skis into the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, that's better than super glue.
Or I would just go down to the boardwalk with the skis and just fucking. I'd face the opposite direction of the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Try to break the land speed record like I'm in the fucking Salt Lake or something, dude. Those guys are dipshits too. Those guys that go out to the salt flats. And drive a car 500 miles an hour. It's like, who gives a fuck?
Dude, one time I went out with me and my girlfriend back in the day. We're driving through the salt flats.
Is that in Utah?
It's Nevada.
Okay.
Utah? I don't know.
I just think it was Salt Lake.
We were driving from Athens, Georgia to Humboldt County. So it was somewhere along that drive.
Damn, you guys are really looking for work.
She was going. We're not Okies.
You are. You're going out there to trim weed.
No. She was going to get a graduate degree at Humboldt State University.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were going out there to work. I was like, what are you driving some kind of jalopy through the fucking Oregon Trail to find some work?
I mean, I never went to Humboldt looking for work. I had the job landed because that's when you get shot by the cartel and shit. When you show up,
asking for a job.
Back in the day, you'd go. There's a little town square in Arcata, and during trim season, like November-ish, there'd be a bunch of like scumfuck punks sitting all around that square. And dude,
just like, hey, we want to work.
Yeah, we'll trim, and then people pick them up in trucks and bring them to farms. But those farms, I knew everything about where I was going. I never fucking did that because that's like there was like a big like shootout in the woods up there or something, and like I remember people got really paranoid too because there was like it's just racist. Now looking back. Oh, hold on.
There's our anti-racism dog in the building. Well, dude, I mean, if you smoke enough shake and smoke enough trim, you're gonna get fucking paranoid, dude. If you smoke enough dirt-ass weed, you're going to get a headache and you're going to be like, oh, they're coming to kill me.
No, I think one time they found an empty tortilla package in the woods, and and then people were like, the cartel is here. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God.
I think there was like a tortilla package of people like El Chapo's in these woods.
The fuck? They found it. They find like a little wooden tortilla press, and they're like, we got to get out of here.
Dude, having a horrible spotty memory makes stories so much funnier. Because I don't know what huge detail I'm missing. But in my mind, all I remember is people were talking about a tortilla package, and the cartel was in the woods.
There's a bunch of hippies making snack wraps up in the fucking woods, and they're like, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, dude.
I had some friends who had a farm on some property in Northern California, like a little ways outside of Sacramento, and I went up there and chilled for a few days one time, and they're saying there was some cartel property nearby, but the guys have always been friendly to them.
Got to.
And then the cartel's been friendly to them.
Yeah,
obviously they're not starting shit with the cartel, but they said that fucking homeboys would like
a softball tournament.
Yeah, dude, like it was. Yeah, they're like there's a weed softball tournament, and there's cartel guys and big ass chains, just like with a real like crazy batting stance, you know.
Just the umpire every time is like safe.
Yeah, man. It's like I'm making $14 to be out here. But he said because it gets pretty dicey up there because we'd have to park and then they'd come pick us up in a 4x4, and then he said that those dudes would just fucking rip Cadillacs through there. Like, dude, just like CTSs, you know, like Cadillac sedans. He said they would just rip through there like it was fucking nothing.
There's a joke in 30 Rock that always makes me laugh. Do you remember when Rip Torn sold the company and the Midwestern guy took over the company for their, and he goes, he's out of touch. He's a white man who still buys Cadillacs.
Dude, sorry. Look at I still have this crazy farmer's tan from whenever me and Tyler went to the Dodger game. Look at this thing.
Who'd you see them play?
We saw them play the Diamondbacks. Got my fucking ass handed to me on bets. I was so mad, dude.
I went to a baseball game in Detroit when it was like 98 degrees, and my friend like burned only his kneecaps.
That's what happened to me in the shorts.
Because we looked way worse. They were just bright red.
I mean, this is
It just looked like you've been sucking cock.
this was literally one week ago today. This right here, dude. So we go out there to the game. Me and Tyler, last minute, it's a noon game. Tickets were like they paid you to go basically, and so. I mean, why would anybody go see the Dodgers? They're only got 101 wins this year. It's crazy they can't sell tickets in their best year. I mean, they're playing the Diamondbacks, who were terrible. They already clinched like the home field advantage. Like there was still a good amount of people out there. But I mean, anytime they're playing a shit team, tickets are pretty cheap.
Yeah,
because they're kind of relying on the other team's fan base a little bit to come. Obviously, people are going to come anyways. But that's the first professional sporting event I've been to. I did not see one opposing fan. Literally zero.
I don't know any Diamondback fans. I know a lot of people from Arizona, and I know people who love the Suns.
Yeah,
I think the Suns and the Cardinals are the only.
Yeah, the only Diamondbacks fan was John McCain.
He loved him.
Remember that time that he said he fucked something up on the bench or on the whatever he was doing, and he said that or maybe it was a debate. He said he stayed up too late the night before watching the Diamondbacks game.
That's how you know your politician's old.
Sack of shit. Yeah. Oh, you stayed up too late watching baseball.
Yeah, that is such an old man thing. Yeah. Also, that probably means he went to bed at like 10.
I would say I was pushing 9:30, and he's like, "Oh, the boys are about to do it right here."
He should just be like, I mean, why be honest? Be like, sorry, I didn't sleep while I had fucking nightmares from when I was a POW. For 7 years in Vietnam.
What were you doing? Oh, no,
if I were him, I would do that all the time.
That was on Bag Fries where we said that he there's
a lot of guys on the street near my apartment who tried that method.
It was the character was John McCain Ladyboy, and he was whenever he was a POW, they put him to work on the streets. He's like, I'm trying to get back to my family, and he's like has a big wig on and stuff. But dude, so here's the bets I got my ass kicked on, which is fucking infuriating because we went to the bar at Dodger Stadium, that bar that's I don't know if you've been there yet, that obvious thing that's going to be a sports book. And so we're in there, me and Tyler. We went there early because we wanted to see batting practice, hang out. There was no batting practice, so we were like, fuck, we're here 2 hours before the game. We'll go get a beer at this bar. And go through the bets we did. We literally only put in $45, split it. We're like, we'll just do a bunch of random bets. Did Diamondbacks no hits first inning, which is, it was, I think it was a favorable thing. Like, it would have paid.
Top of the order, right?
Top of the order. 2 outs.
What was this date? I can pull up the box score.
Wednesday, a week ago today, whatever the date today is. The date today is the 28th, so the 21st. It was a doubleheader. It was the day game. So then, in the first inning, they're fucking shutting them down. Into the shift is on against a left-handed hitter. I don't remember if it was Corbin Carroll or not. With 2 strikes, I believe he check swings in a way that he literally barely takes the bat off his shoulder and gets a check swing, makes contact, ball goes directly at the third base bag. And so that broke up that. I had Freddie Freeman 3 or more bases, and then also had Freddie Freeman for a home run. Freddie Freeman hit...
Was this all parlayed where you already fucked?
No. These were all... Freddie Freeman, 3+ bases, plus Freddie Freeman home run. Freddie Freeman hits, I believe, 3 balls to the warning track. Had Justin Turner. I remember looking at this bet specifically, wanting to place it Justin Turner for 3+ bases, but instead just went Justin Turner for a home run straight. And Justin Turner, I believe, hit 4 singles that day. I had Dodgers by 3. I believe Dodgers won by 2.
Sorry, 1 sec.
And I also have, I have all these on my fucking phone still from all the screenshots.
Yeah,
and
doubleheader was on Tuesday. But
maybe it was Tuesday.
They won 6-5 in the morning one.
Yeah, so the Dodgers ended up winning by 1. Where were I have them all on my fucking phone right here. Yeah, what is it right here? Justin Turner, 1 or more home runs. Then third inning being the highest scoring inning. That was a close one. And then I remember something happened in the third inning that
Yeah, Arizona scored in the top of the inning. So
Yes.
you're
So
probably
I was
feeling
like,
pretty
holy
good.
shit. I was like, dude, if Arizona's putting a fucking run
You're
down,
like, something's got to hit.
And I think the Dodgers might have loaded the bases in the third inning as well. And then
Yeah.
Dodgers left so many people on base. They, of course, ended up winning.
The Dodgers scored 5 in the 8th. That was the highest scoring inning.
Yeah.
That was close.
Yeah. And it's funny, too, because whenever you place a bet and you lose, but you remember when you're placing the bet, looking at all the bets and being like, ooh, that sounds good.
Yes.
And I remember specifically Justin Turner, 3+ bases, looking really good to me. And I remember 8th inning being the highest scoring run, looking really good to me. And we fucking lost out.
Yeah,
It
no,
felt like
I mean,
shit.
it's also like eating at a ballpark. We're like, oh, that looks good to me.
Oh, yeah.
You feel like dog shit.
Yeah, then some guy walked by with the garlic fries. You're like, God, I should have got those.
Since we're talking about getting fucked, dude, my fantasy league,
Dude, I'm on fire right now.
dude, I have one league. So I had one league that I really paid attention to the draft, and I'm undefeated right now in my league. Those cocksuckers said I had the 10th out of 10.
I hate that. We talked about that.
I'm already in first place. But
Same exact thing happened to me.
But my second league, which was the league I really wanted to win, because my first league is strangers. I just joined a random league. The new because
It's the loneliest thing I've
how'd
ever
that
heard.
happen?
because I was in Charleston and time zones were fucked up. I wasn't able to organize a draft in time.
You have so many friends. That's the loneliest thing I've ever heard anybody say is that they joined a random.
Yeah, did you go on like
fantasy
Yahoo?
But I
and
like
just-
to be in like 10 leagues.
football league? Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you find them?
But anyway, before you start trashing me, I am in a league with people I know. That's what I'm about to talk about. But that draft was it was like 30-second rounds.
that's
So it was too fast, and I was trying to cue everybody, and it was coming around, and it just I missed the first pick. It auto drafted some cocksucker. I can't remember who. Not a good first. It was some quarterback, not Lamar.
That Bills punter. Like, fuck! Yo, I needed him!
He's like a brutal rapist.
Yeah, he's, like he's no good. He's not.
He's
you
a
know
bad
what's
guy.
Funny? You know what's funny about that guy? The only thing, the week before that happened, that dude was crushing like 90-yard punts. People were like, this guy might be the best punter we've ever seen.
I know.
And then the next week, they're like, this guy.
Well, the fact that he was drafted.
yeah.
Punters don't get drafted.
Yeah,
They're
no, he's
undrafted
a-
free agents.
They released their punter because they were like, this guy's the shit.
Yes.
Turns out he was a little bit too cool.
Yeah. He was too cool for school.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
So
Sorry, is there water in here?
yeah, they're biggins though. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, fuck it, I don't care. I could have grabbed it. You were on a roll. Oh boy. Measuring a lot of this after my penis.
So I'm playing my brother-in-law who wins every fucking year. Every year. It's always the brother-in-law who fucking wins. And he's brilliant at this shit. He's really smart. He's a waiver wire hero. That's what he's like.
Good for your sister, man.
Yeah, he makes it.
She got a guy who's good at fantasy football.
Oh no, that brain translates to some cash too. He's doing good.
Can you hook us up?
With what?
Money?
I'll call him up. I'll try to get a cool double sawbuck. I don't know what you need.
$100.
He's not loaded, but yeah, he's doing fine.
Why don't you prove it there, bud?
So I'm beating him, and then all of a sudden he pulls ahead, right? And so I have one guy left. I have Jeff Wilson, the starting running back for the 49ers, took over for Eli Mitchell. I've been paying attention to the Niners because they've been fucking destroying the Packers in the playoffs. I know all about them. I know about their run schemes. I know that no matter, you can plug any running back in the Niners and they will fucking go off. And so I'm feeling good. I just need 12 points. All right.
That breath had so much aggravation.
I know. Right. So last play of the game, if you don't count the victory formation, last play of the game is a little check down to Jeff Wilson. He runs.
I don't trust a Jeff Wilson already.
He
Sounds
runs-
like a white guy.
He's black.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That's like, you don't be giving it to the white dude whenever you need.
So Jeff Wilson, I need him to get about 12 yards, right? He hits 12 yards. I'm in first place. What happens? Ball punched right out of his hand. He fumbles. I lose by 0.18 or some shit. Like decimals.
Jesus.
And this is the only guy I want to beat. I just want to beat him because he's so fucking good at it. And anyway, it just broke. And there's no money in this league. There's no money in this one, but I'm so competitive that I want to win everything no matter
That's
what.
wild.
Yeah. I know.
Dude, there's no money. You just want to beat your brother-in-law. You want.
I would beat
Brad-
everybody, but yeah, I want to beat the
At
best.
Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you think you're so rich? You think you're so smart? Remember week 3?"
Too bad Thanksgiving weekend I'll be at fucking Vegas watching Sean Porter Terrence Crawford fight. I'm not going home. Get the fuck out of here.
Thanksgiving in Vegas has got to be the saddest fucking day.
Well, it's
ever,
the
dude.
Saturday before the Thursday.
Okay, because I was saying, they're serving turkey.
They're not fighting
at the
on
buffet.
Thanksgiving.
You don't know.
That'd be so weird to go up against football. Already bad call.
Yeah. Thanksgiving football is always like the Lions versus the Arena League team.
Yeah, but they remember the Cowboys and Lions have sucked kind of for so long that they added a third game the last few years, and there's always a better game at 8 o'clock or whatever.
Dude, well, right now the only fantasy league I'm in is with my girlfriend's family, like her extended family, and I don't know all of them, and they all definitely don't know all of me. And a lot of people in my girlfriend's family call her KK, so I put our team name is KK and her boyfriend. And dude, same thing. Well, last year I joined it last year, and I was like, these fucking, they don't know fantasy. These East Coast elites, they have no idea, and I got fucking housed. I believe last place in the league last year. And then same thing going into the draft this year. I had a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah,
you know?
dude, I got a fucking green visor going on. I got pencils behind my ears, receipt papers flying everywhere.
Headphones you attach a thing. Dude, and so same
Lamar
thing.
Jackson, definitely 32 points per game. Lamar Jackson, 32 points per game.
So they fucking give me same thing, terrible grade, and then I've been just housing people, and it felt good 2 weeks, and then her mom had, light COVID, nothing crazy. And I was playing against her mom when she had COVID, and I beat her by, I believe, 100 points. And to the point where I was winning so bad that I was like, maybe I should take some guys out and make this.
No.
Well, she has COVID.
You. Who gives a shit?
Come on. I was trying to be nice. Of course I didn't do it.
Everybody gets COVID. Fuck off.
Well,
let me read you this lineup I got in a 12-team league. All right? This is a 12-team league.
Damn, dude, we're not going to have anyone left listening.
yeah. Read this and then we'll go to the doc.
Lamar Jackson, Jonathan Taylor, Mike Carter, Christian Kirk, Travis Kelce, Justin Jefferson, James Robinson, Young Hoku, and the Rams defense. That's a 12-team league right there. All those motherfuckers put up numbers. Every last one of them.
We were at the Rams game, and obviously the Falcons are kicking the ball a lot. And so every time Young Hoku came out, it really did make me laugh. Just be like, man, these young hoes.
Yeah, these young hoes are different.
Dude.
Cuckoo.
That young hoe put some English on that one.
Dude, that Rams game was sick. SoFi rules, dude.
We went to SoFi Stadium, which, by the way,
Yeah, that game was insane.
Showed up at halftime. we pretty much showed up at halftime.
yeah, we showed up at halftime.
But the halftime show was like
We were-
Kids Bop or something. So
We were legitimately the only white people showing up at that time. We really were.
Brian was like, I don't want to. He literally were walking up. He's like, I don't want to make this a big deal. But there was a good amount of people walking in the game. But he was like, turn around and realize that we were truly the only white people walking in. It was like a few hundred people. I think, dude.
There were some brothers rolling up.
But dude, it was nice. It was nice. It was like almost halftime. Walked right in. Walked right into the stadium. They almost didn't even. They make you walk through this big machine, but I couldn't. The machine is like 50 feet wide, so you can't even tell what's going on.
Here's some advice: if you want to
pepper spray right into the game, and
if you want to pull some Taylor Swift nonsense, just show up at halftime because at that point they do not give a fuck
Yeah, they
what
did
you're
not
walking
care.
in with.
Yeah,
What did Taylor Swift do?
No, there was that terrorist who blew
that
up
was
the concert.
That was Ariana Grande.
Oh, was it Ariana Grande? What? That's a difference.
Yeah. But he did run in the exit. But yeah, we walked right in, dude. We fucking walked around. I was the first NFL game I've ever been to, and people talk shit and say it's not fun in person, but maybe SoFi is so good.
That stadium is good.
Stadium was good. We fucking chilled up top, and then
The standing room seats are fucking awesome.
standing room seats are awesome. We also paid the same thing, I think, like $20 a person.
35.
Yeah, nothing.
That's with the fees.
Nothing
That's unreal
crazy.
because usually it's like $400. But
Yeah.
the standing room tickets are like reasonable.
No, we had seats.
We never even went to our seats though. We just
We
bought
never
the
even-
cheapest ones.
yeah.
And then, dude, pulled the classic maneuver on the way down there, dude. Went on StubHub, found some seats. The issue, StubHub is on to you. After the game starts, they take away the seat number and just give you the row. So then, after halftime, I found these seats right down in the end zone, literally probably like 20 rows back from the end zone, directly behind.
Maybe closer.
It was wild, and went down there, and there was 4 seats open in the row when we got down there, and I was looking for 2 of them, and it was literally a fucking roulette spin because they were right in the middle, and we were at first. There is a lot of security like to get to there, and Brian usually confidence through the roof when it comes to these kind of things. Brian's sitting there like we're about to fucking storm enemy lines. It's like there's no way, man. There's no way. There was no way. And then I don't
know if it was like that.
It was Brian sitting on the laying on the ground with his hands in his.
I saw some people walked up and I go, "Oh, we're fucked." I think that's the.
Oh
extent
no,
of
I'm
it.
saying when we were walking down there.
Oh,
Because I was like, try it out. Just fucking, let's just walk right through. I was like, I know the row. I know the row and section. If they ask, we'll tell them. Nobody asked a fucking thing.
yeah, no, we were sitting right behind iconic Atlanta Falcons fan, the Dirty Bird herself.
Oh, we were. That was her.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
were sitting behind the Dirty Bird,
Yeah.
and we walked right down.
boy,
there.
she was dirty.
Yeah, she was a nasty bitch. Yeah. So we fucked the Dirty Bird. We had to do it.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Zach?
Were they 4 seats together or like two
No,
and
two.
two?
No. So there was only 2 in the row
Yeah.
that I saw, and then we got down there, and there was 2 here, and then 2 on the other side of the row.
okay.
And we just landed on the
we
right
landed
ones.
on the right ones, and we sat there, and nobody said anything when we sat down. I made.
And here's the thing, though. That game was an ass whooping, right? Right when we get down to the end zone, that's when everything changed. And all the dramatic shit happened on
right
our
on the-
side.
yeah.
So they blocked a punt
That was-
right in front of us.
and that looks like it hurt both of
And-
those guys.
And you know how they talk about the eye test with players? Like watching Drake London live, holy shit, he is going to be a fucking beast. They need to get him the fuck out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because he needs to get a quarterback because that guy passes the eye test. He leaps off the fucking field.
And
He's
then that,
unreal.
that pick at the end of the game.
Jalen
that
Ramsey with that
Jalen Ramsey
crazy
coming through.
pick.
It was awesome, dude.
Yeah,
The
Jalen
only
Ramsey
thing
ripping his helmet off, screaming to the whole crowd. I mean, it was all right in front of us. Had we gone to the other end zone, that would have been such bullshit.
Oh,
It would have been such
that would have
bullshit.
been terrible. You know what's funny too is they got a DJ there, and that guy did. I don't know what that guy gets paid, but he should get paid more because he literally the entire time is after every single play. It could be like a 1 yard rush. And he's like, "Who's house?
It's third down.
Yeah, there's the announcer, and then there's the DJ who's literally every single play is like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the entire it's rocking in there.
And the thing I love the most about that stadium, once you get through the bottleneck of entering and exiting, you were no longer smushed in.
No.
There's just room everywhere.
a lot of room, even
the
on the
thoroughfares are wide open. The seats were, just getting everywhere. You never feel like you're around 60,000 people.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not a beautiful stadium,
Yeah.
but it's functionally, it's one of the best places I've ever been.
Yeah, me and Brian had a big laugh because we were talking. I looked up how much the stadium cost. I think it was like $5 or
$6 bill.
$6 bill. We were laughing because I was saying that if I was Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, I would build a house that was that big. And it would look exactly.
It's
like
a great
so
idea,
funny.
actually,
Yeah.
though. Just piss people off.
Yeah.
Do you know how mad people would be?
Yeah.
Like, did you see that fucking goof who set himself on fire at the tennis tournament?
No.
He was protesting private jets. Europe is freaking out about private jets. That's their big cause right now. But yeah, this guy went on. He ran on.
Conscious about my tan.
He ran onto the tennis court and set himself on fire.
not see
But it
any
was
of
the Roger Federer Nadal match where Roger Federer was like retiring.
Yeah, to get
And
eyes
like
on it.
it got no press at all. And like at the end,
Did they treat it like a streaker and like not show it?
yes, they did. And they like at the end, I watched the press coverage of the match, and it just shows Nadal and Federer hugging and the standing ovation. I'm like, these motherfuckers are really acting like nobody was on fire on the floor of this fucking tournament.
Was he wearing like street clothes or was it?
Yeah,
like
he was in street clothes.
Evil Knievel type
And,
shit.
and so there was fire around him. He burned the court. There was fire around him, and his arm was on fire, not his whole body. It wasn't golf,
see,
but his.
pussy.
Well, pull up a picture of it. It's pretty fucking. I'll set your arm on fire. Let's see how you feel.
A guy at my mom's work, because she works at a courthouse, to protest the war on Christmas, I believe, or people, something like that. He lit a Christmas tree on fire and then jumped into it a few years ago.
That's sick.
Like he lit it on fire and then he stood back and then maybe he was covered in gasoline or something. And he ran and he jumped on it.
Did he die?
Your mom works
I
with,
think so.
Your mom works with Steve-O.
Yeah, it's my mom's coworker, Steve-O.
It was the Laver Cup, or I don't know how to say it. LAVER
I think
Cup.
this is it.
It's Channel 3.
Copyright.
Channel 3 is the internet. You've got Bruce's
Damn,
single
dude, look how
shot.
good I look.
Yeah.
This guy's not even.
He's getting removed.
barely
They didn't even show the fire. They gave a trigger warning, and they don't even show the guy on fire.
taking his medium rare ass out.
No,
of
there we go.
Look at how much pain he's in, dude. The guy who lit himself, that monk who
He's
lit
just like, ow.
Yeah, the guy who lit, the monk who lit himself on fire didn't even flinch.
They should have flown his ass to a hospital in a private jet.
Yeah,
Cocksucker.
done like a bunch of loops around and shit. The thing that I think that there should be a law on is how long your private jet flight has to be, because motherfuckers are taking private jets from Calabasas to Van Nuys.
Yeah, the Kardashians logged like 200 private jets.
and they're like 9-minute flights.
I know. That shit's insane. That's unreal.
You're fucking cruising at like 200 feet. Like, you're just the entire way. That's so funny. All right.
Doesn't this dude look like a sick magician, though?
Yeah, that would be cool. If he did that, then he started, like, vomiting playing cards afterwards.
Yeah, you know he immediately went to, like, some hipster-ass bar in whatever European city that was with bandage and was like, yeah, I don't know if you saw, but I'm the man who set myself ablaze on the lava cup.
Yeah.
I kept my hand far away from my dick so I could still use it to try to bang.
He only set his arm on fire. That's such...
Yeah, I don't...
You know, I thought of it as a metaphor. You know, people are setting the world on fire, so I figure I set myself on fire.
You got to put yourself in like an Evel Knievel type like armor suit and just set your body on fire.
Or at least you got to have the classic.
You got to walk around. You got to when you see a guy walking around who's on fire, you know, like
why do they always walk like Frankenstein?
Because I think they're just like if I was him, I would have lit my whole body on fire, and then I would have either gone up and I would have started rolling around on the net, burn that shit up, or I would have ran towards one of them and tried to hug them.
You know what I would have done is you got to go classic white T-shirt with a Sharpie message on there.
Yes.
The fact that he didn't do that. What's he wearing for a shirt? What's that?
End UK Private. It's a white T-shirt with black print.
I was gonna say. It says like Supreme on it or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a hype beast.
Yeah.
It will in 4 months. To be honest.
Yeah, it says Harry Styles. Yeah, no, you'll be able to.
Harry Styles Tour 2017.
You'll be able to buy that shirt at Urban Outfitters in like a week. Remember Urban Outfitters made that Kent State shirt? Did you see that? No. They had a shirt that was ripped up, like it had bullet holes and it had blood on it, and it said Kent State University.
Jesus Christ. I just found this out the other day. Do you know the Yankees pinstripes originated because they were trying to make Babe Ruth look less fat?
Is that true?
I'm almost 100% sure that's true.
That seems insane to me. But that logic's been around. People have known that vertical stripes blow you out.
Yeah, dude. That's one of the first things that was like...
Why would they want to make him look less fat? It's so amazing what he was doing as a fat guy.
It wasn't cool to be fat back then.
He also...
Actually, it was cooler to be fat because if you were fat, it meant you were rich.
It's not the 1800s. Well, it pretty much was, actually. Yeah. He was born in the 1800s. Yeah, it was way bastard. Back. But I think that he, like, also if you look at him, he's like Max Muncy's size.
Yeah, he's not. Dude, on MLB The Show,
he looked like a biker twin in the 20s.
Yeah. On MLB The Show, a lot of people have like a Babe Ruth on their team. Like they got the card and put him on his team, and every now and then he'll make like a diving catch. So
does it make a fart noise?
But they'll make a diving catch with Babe Ruth, and it's like, in what fucking world is that fat fucking dude with STDs and he's just riddled with AIDS or whatever? Like
also, the gloves are just the size of your hands.
It's like a gardening.
Yeah, it was like a gardening glove.
Dude, did I send you? It's from a while ago. I don't remember if we talked about it on here, but that kid from Wyoming, the Little League team had fucking like gardening gloves on, like work gloves on that came up to like here.
And he was ripping it.
He hit like a fuck. I mean, for them it's huge, but hit like a 300-foot bomb.
And he's a kid.
Yeah, but it's like hitting it out of the thing with fucking gardening gloves on.
Dude, I met well, there's more to get into, but I met a Yankees fan. He's a sponsor. He's one of like the weed sponsors at that show I've been hosting on Thursdays at the Weed Lounge. Yeah. And dude, he is so hardcore Yankees fan, and he went on this fuck John Boy rant that I love so much because I like baseball. I'm not deep in it like he is, and I just find John Boy funny, and I like the videos a lot. But John Boy apparently blew up all the alleys that people drink in around Yankee Stadium, and he's like, dude, these fucking places would make you want to cry. It's just such baseball tradition. You drink it in these fucking alleys. Nobody knows about them. All of a sudden, upstate fucking John Boy comes down. He's not even a fucking New Yorker, and he's blowing up all the fuck him, dude. And then also he was so mad about the Yankees this year, even though they're in first place, because their pitching is shaky. Mm-hmm. And he goes, honestly, I'd rather they fucking miss the playoffs and blow the whole fucking thing up. I'm like, you have a legit shot at the World Series. And he's like, no, we fucking don't. Our pitching's too weak. He goes, I don't want to be in the playoffs. It was just so nice to talk to a Northeasterner again. It was like, I'd rather blow it all up than maybe just be in the conference finals.
I don't think the Yankees. I mean, if you want, on the bottom of the dock, Zach, is the playoff bracket for MLB.
It's Astros Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean,
the Braves could sneak up on him again.
Anybody could sneak. This is
Josh Hader's good again.
No, he's not. He just blew a save last night.
Well, before that, he had just had like 6 straight starts with no earned runs or anything.
Yeah, I mean, he was. But like, the Dodgers can be shaky too with pitching. Craig Kimbrell's super shaky. The Dodgers.
Who's their star? Arias? Is that the?
I mean, Arias, Kershaw, fucking.
Is Kershaw good this year?
Yeah.
But Arias has the most wins.
Arias
I
is
believe.
good. But I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
no
The Dodgers
Bueller sucks.
No Bueller. I don't know. I don't know if I don't remember if Dustin May is back or not. The Dodgers, no matter what, are going to lose 2 big games in the playoffs because Dave Roberts is going to overmanage, and it's going to work out every other time. But he's going to do something at least twice in the playoffs that's going to make the Dodgers lose a game, and it's going to be infuriating.
It's funny that the Mets are sitting in first place right now because I consider
the Mets and the Phillies, or
the Mets and the Braves are tied, right?
They go back and forth. They're both going to be in. One's going to.
But I consider the Braves a more reliable team.
Padres are not getting through the Mets or the Braves. The Phillies are not getting through the Cardinals. The Mariners are probably. I would like the Mariners to get through the Guardians. I don't think that's going to happen.
The Guardians are the Giants of this year.
They're not.
They're out of nowhere. Nobody expected
they had
them.
a 7.5 chance.
Everybody thought it was going to be the White Sox.
But Tony La Russa has cancer or something. He's been gone all year.
Yeah, cancer of the fucking brain.
Yeah, he's no good. Then the
I hope he's better.
yeah, he dies right now. Well, folks, I don't think that the Guardians only had a 7.5% chance to make the playoffs or to win the division. I believe Blue Jays are going to steamroll the fucking Rays.
I don't know, dude.
The Rays always turn it up late in the year, but the Blue Jays, if the Blue Jays lineup can play like they're supposed to, they're pitching as shit kind of, but if they can all play together, they're going to be fucking sick.
I don't ever trust the big bat, no pitching teams in the playoffs. I just don't. I think I would take the Rays over the Blue Jays. I would take Houston to come out of the AL. I would take, I think it's going to come down to either the Braves and Cardinals or the Dodgers and Cardinals. That's what I would take out of the NL. And I would assume that the Astros are going to win it all.
Yeah,
that's what I'm.
I think it's going to be Cardinals. Sorry, I think it's going to be shit. I think it's going to be Dodgers, Mets in the NLCS. And
You think the Mets get through the Cardinals?
yes,
Interesting.
the Cardinals are playing on like hopes and dreams right now because they have half their fucking roster is 45 years old.
I know, but dude, Paul Goldschmidt is on fire.
All those
right
was
now.
good. Nolan Arenado.
They have a good
really
rotation.
Yeah, they could. I just don't. The Mets rotation. In a series, in a series, the Mets, you're gonna have to face DeGrom and Max Scherzer. In a 7-game series, you're gonna have to face them twice.
Yeah,
each.
that's
Do you know what I'm
true.
saying?
Max Scherzer's a dog.
Yeah, he's fucking. They're both nuts, and this is gonna be, I think, one of the better playoffs.
But Houston, I know they have the best record, but beyond having the best record, they've got to be the clear-cut favorite. No, in the AL, I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha.
They're like, but Houston's got to be the clear favorite beyond just even though they have the best record, but also like Verlander is like
Houston is just a playoff team. They're going to be there no matter what. Their lineup is
somebody
stacked.
needs to test Verlander's piss.
Yeah, he's
That'd be wild with how mad he used to get at steroid.
Well, he already got in trouble with the spin rate shit. He was like, he had fucking pine tar.
I think the playoffs should be different. I think they should let everybody put whatever they want on the ball. I think they should fucking smoke crack before the game if you want to. Like, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want.
I don't think they're testing for crack.
Yeah, probably not. They should be able to smoke crack.
Yeah, I mean,
Imagine if players start smoking crack and you realize it makes them hit like 900-foot home runs and throw no hitters.
But you're moonwalking to first base.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
What is it about crack that makes people dance like Michael Jackson?
Is
that normal where you grew up?
Feels so good. It's got to feel so good to be on crack, and because in your mind, no matter what it looks like, in your mind, you are Michael Jackson in that moment.
When I lived in Athens, we had this local crackhead, Mikey Five, and every time he hit the crack pipe, he would start singing Michael Jackson. He would start dancing. He was a great dancer.
See, if you would have recorded him on TikTok, he would have been like that fat dude that got flown out to the UFC.
I see you, baby, with the high heels
Yeah,
on.
you're a crackhead. Dude, there was this crackhead. I think he was a crackhead. This guy. So the street that I grew up around, Rosedale Highway, there was this guy that was to be called the Rosedale Rocker because this guy would walk around with big headphones. He lived right there, and unknown if he was a drug addict or not. Maybe he's just a crazy.
I'm going to go ahead and say he is.
But he would walk. He literally would
the
be
Rosedale
fucking,
Rocker.
He'd be hanging. He'd be fucking head nodding, fucking banging his head.
Do you think the other option is mentally disabled?
Yeah, but not even. I think head trauma.
But this is a incredible story, like trial and tribulation. It's very short. So this guy would walk up and down the street. He's just fucking like legitimate, like head banging, air guitar, all of it, going fucking crazy out of his mind, just crushing it. I remember one time we were walking, someone asked what he was listening to, and he went, "What?" And then they was like, "What are you listening to?" He was like, "Fucking Slipknot, motherfucker!" And he was like, "Bah," went back to his thing. But there's a Little Caesars right there, Little Caesars Pizza, and they had a sign spinner out there for a long time. This guy
Naturally.
There's two famous sign spinners in Bakersfield. One of them is
Define the word famous.
dude, legit. One of them is the dancing cowboy. He hangs out on New Stein and
Is he? He's not naked.
That's your dad's friend, right?
Oh no, that's a different guy. That's
That's the gas station
multiple
dancer.
dancing cowboys. That's Tim Dobbs. He's a guy that works with my dad, and he shakes his ass in a gas station. Great Wrangler ass he's got. Shouts out to him. Big on TikTok. But this guy, dancing cowboy, would hang out on, I believe, New Stein and what's Old River. I can't remember the fucking road. Over by
New Stein and Old River.
New Stein and Old River. He also worked for Little Caesars. They're both two Little Caesars side spinners. So then he would be out there, dancing cowboy, black dude, cowboy hat, smiling his ass off, having a great day. But Little Caesars on Rosedale hired the Rosedale Rocker as their sign spinner, and this is like giving a fucking dog a new leg. Like it's like a community coming together. They gave this motherfucker a sign for Little Caesars that was shaped like a guitar. And he would just sit. It's his dream.
Yeah.
It's the best job he could
Hey,
ever
if
have.
you love what you do, you don't work a day in your
He
life.
has never worked a second in his life once he got that job. Because he's
that
just
man was- That man was Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah, Kevin McCarthy. Yeah.
That's
So
who that
Rosedale,
man was.
I don't know if he's still out there, but it was a real fucking. Once everybody saw the Rosedale Rocker with his Little Caesars guitar shaped sign, they were like, nothing else has ever made more sense.
Yeah, dude. You got to love it when things work out.
Yeah, dude, and he's shredding it. He's fucking.
Yeah, he would have done it. He did it for free.
You know what I would do if I was him? Is I'd get that ZZ Top belt buckle.
Oh, you could spin it?
Spin the guitar.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Is he still around?
I don't know. I was just thinking that a second ago. I don't know if you're ever on the corner of fucking Callaway and
What about the other
Rosedale.
two sign spinners? Were they left in obscurity?
no, those are the two that are famous.
Oh, okay.
The Rosedale Rocker and then the Dancing Cowboy.
Oh, the Rosedale Rocker.
The other dancing cowboy that shakes his ass on TikTok. He's not a sign spinner. He works in the oil fields.
That's so.
Yeah.
It's
There's
really
like 2 million followers on TikTok. He works with my dad.
the thing I love about Bakersfield is that it is so country and so rural, yet there's 300,000 of y'all.
400 doggy.
400,000. It's just a beauty. You don't get that in a lot of places.
No, it's got 1 million people in the metropolitan area.
The city's basically a field, but there's 400,000 people there.
There's all kinds of shit going on, dude. I'm passing through there this Friday, dude. Doing a show in Fresno. I'm gonna get some bass food.
I met Central Valley future heavyweight champion of the world, Richard Torres.
Was that at the airport?
No, that was at the fight.
Oh, gotcha.
He was at the top, all the Top Rank prospects were. So Top Rank is the Bob Arum Promotions. They signed the whole 2020 Olympic team, pretty much, and they kind of you got to show face at all the other Top Rank events. Yeah. So they were all there. There was Zili Zhang. I forget how to say his name. He's a 6'7" Chinese heavyweight fighter. He just got a fight stolen from him. He got robbed. He's a beast. And I tried to get a picture with him, but it just didn't work. But
it's too tall.
No, it's just, he was swarmed.
Yeah. People were like, Yao Ming,
dude.
There's a bunch of boxing fans think he's Yao Ming.
Dude, he's bigger than Yao Ming. Not taller.
Yeah, Yao Ming's like 8.5 feet tall.
But this guy, the width of this man. Granted, I've never seen Yao Ming in person. This guy is just giant. When you see heavyweight, that's why, like, when I saw him and then I saw Richard Torres, I was like, oof, Richard Torres is going to he might want to cut weight and go down to cruiserweight. Yeah. But it was so funny because I was with Preacher Lawson and I go, dude, that's Richard Torres. And he's like, who? And I was like, he's an Olympic silver medalist, super heavyweight. He's fighting heavyweight now. He's like legit. He's going to be very good. And he goes, what's his name again? And I was like, Richard Torres. And he goes up to him and goes, hey, are you Richard Torres? And the guy goes, and Richard goes, are you? You're that comedian. And then they both, at the same time, they're like, can I get a picture? They both get pictures. And he's like, hey, this is my friend Brian. He's like, yeah, whatever. And then he's like, and then he goes, Preacher goes, Brian, can you take this picture? Ha ha, just kidding, get in the picture. And he goes, get in the picture. And I'm like, you're from Tulare. I spent a lot of time in Central. He goes, yeah, Tulare. He goes, great to meet you, man. He just blew me off so hard.
Oh, dude, you said it wrong. That's the issue, dude.
Tulare.
That's why he knew you were some kind of fucking cheesehead, dude.
I don't even know if he heard me.
Dude, if I was there, dude, I would have hit him hard.
But
I would have hit him hard with some Central Valley lingo, dude.
So I
take the 99 all the time.
On Tuesday, on Tuesday of last week, I got a phone call from Preacher, and he was like, "Hey, bro, you want to watch the Shakur Stevenson fight?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I was going to watch it anyway. You're going to be in town?" And he's like, "No, it's in Newark." And I thought he said New York, and I was like, "It's in New York? Well, but I'm going to be here." And I was like, "Where are you going to be?" And he's like, bruh, I'm asking, you want to go to
Bro,
Newark?
I'm trying to do a nice thing. For
He's
you.
like, do you want to go to Newark and watch the fight? And I was like, in my mind, I thought this was another prank because I said I hit harder than him like 7 years ago, and he won't forget it. But and he goes, yeah, you can watch the live feed from my phone, bro, or whatever.
Hey, you want to go to Pussy Fest? It's free pussy with every admission. All right, yeah. All right, you got. All right,
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you there.
So and then I go, I'm not gonna be. And he's like, I was like, are you asking me if I want to go to the fight with you? And he's like, yeah. And I go, yeah, I'd love to, obviously. And he goes, you want to stay for a while or you want to make it quick? And I was like, I can only go for like a night or whatever. And he goes, I'll send you the details soon. And then I just, all of a sudden, I have tickets I have a plane ticket and tickets to go see a fight in New York 3 days from then. Yeah. And I fly out there and he goes, he picks me up at the airport and he's like, I don't know how these seats are going to be. I couldn't get the app didn't show me a picture of the seat. So I don't know if they're going to be good or not. And then so we show the lady our tickets and she goes, you got to go down. So we're going down these stairs and then we show the lady and she goes, you got to go down. We keep going down. All of a sudden we're on the floor and then we're at the back of the floor and she's like, you're up front. And we keep walking up front. We're like 4 rows from the fight, dude.
Wow.
I mean,
and you get down there, they're like, get in the ring.
I can they just beat the shit out of me.
I got your ass, bro.
Welcome to the Make a Nightmare Foundation.
Hey, bro, you're boxing that big Chinese motherfucker.
Dude, I could hear the punches that are missing. That's like how close we are, dude. I mean, there wasn't a bloody fight. Had it been bloody, I would have gotten blood on me. But there was only one cut in the whole
Would you
fight.
have been happy?
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
See, I would have been down there and I would have been like,
Dude, Terrence Crawford was right around the corner from me with Jared Aronson, Big Baby, another heavyweight prospect who Tyson Fury claims is going to be a heavyweight champion. Keyshawn Davis was right near us. Like fucking all these boxing stars all around us. And dude, when I say I was the only white guy in that arena that wasn't working, I mean, I am not exaggerating. Yeah. They
probably thought you were somebody's
there was
manager.
white girls
somebody's manager
because there was black guys there, but there was white women around, but white guys there was none, and there was a little bit of tension.
Were people like shaking your hand, like respect, man, welcome.
No, you know what's funny?
How do you think the black community looks at white people?
It's the boxing community, which is different because we're a small, tight knit community, so people are pretty nice. But there was a little bit of tension because everybody kept standing up and filming the fight, and so this one guy's like, "Hey, bro, sit your ass down." And the guy comes back, blah, blah, and he goes, "Eat a dick." And everybody's
So a
laughing.
black guy or white guy?
2 black guys yelling at each other. And
I was saying, because if it was a white guy, you'd have to be like, okay.
When he said "eat a dick" and everybody's laughing, I immediately put my head down because I was like, I have a feeling that if he sees me laughing, instead of fighting that guy, he's just going to come beat my ass for laughing at it.
What, you some kind of chucklehead?
Yeah. They get together and beat you up.
Yeah.
See, that's at UFC or boxing, it seems like tensions are going to be very high for fighting.
Yeah, dude, apparently LA is just a violent place. Every time I go to a fight, there's fights in the stands. Yeah. This was just peace and love. This was just an amazing event. And also, I mean, the floor is probably a little bit different. I mean, fights are happening up in the stands. But the guy next to us,
you'll get thrown down.
Dude, these tickets were Shakur Stevenson sold out an arena. Like the Prudential Center. It's a big it's where the Devils play. It's a big fucking place. So he's a star, right? So the tickets were not cheap. And the guy sitting next to us is like, "Yo, did you hear Shakur missed weight?" He's a Puerto Rican dude. And I'm like, yeah, we all heard. Because Shakur missed weight, got stripped of his belts on the scales. Because he was 1.6. He goes, yeah, dude, he was 5 pounds underweight. He goes, they need to make that N-word eat. You know, he just had to eat. And he didn't eat. And he didn't make weight. And Preacher are like, is this guy fucking with us? Nobody's ever missed under.
Yeah.
Like that just doesn't, that's not a thing. It's fine if you're under. Mm-hmm. You just can't be over. We were so confused. And the guy just like, everything he said was wrong. He knew, and I'm like, did you spend like $10,000 and you don't know anything? And you don't even know what you're talking about? Like, how did you get here?
I found this ticket on the ground. I was chilling outside and now I'm right here with y'all.
But I missed the East Coast so much. I had such a blast because like everybody was such a fucking dick, and it was making me laugh everywhere I went. Like Preacher walking somewhere. I knew to get out of the way, but Preacher walked right through somebody taking a picture, and the guy goes, "Come on, bruh, the fuck you doing?" Just on 10 immediately. And then, like we go to get some food at the stand, and apparently it was an L-shaped bar, and apparently we were at the pickup, not the order spot. And the Preacher's like, "Can I get fries?" And the lady goes, "No." And she doesn't explain to us the situation at all. Just says no. And preacher goes, why? and she goes, get him 2 fries. And then he just gets the fries. And nobody tells us where to pay or anything. It's just that was the interaction we had everywhere. And I was like, it's so nice because it's just like so much of my life out here. I felt like an asshole because that's like the kind of people I grew up around. And it was so nice to just have to not pretend to fucking, hey, so good to see you. You know, in LA where people tell you no by telling you, you're too good for this. That's why we're saying no. If you were a little, you know, it's just, I love it. It was just, I'm honestly, I'm not even kidding. My 12 hours in New Jersey / New York, I was like, I'm out of here. I'm at LA.
It's like going to a spa for 2 days for you.
Yeah, it really is. Now I want to move into the spa, dude. Like I can't. I was like, I just felt normal. It was nice, dude. But the one thing I do hate is just the like the weather on the East Coast is so confusing, specifically in New York. Like in the morning, it was like so fucking cold, and then you go into until you bundle up, and then you go on the subway, and it's like 100 degrees, and you're sweating. You take everything off, then you go back up, you're freezing. You're just constantly battling, trying to get acclimated.
Yeah, fuck that.
But also, New York is not. I mean, I've been to New York in the last few years, but I haven't walked around. I did shows in Brooklyn and then like left. I hadn't walked around New York. That city is unrecognizable. Like it has changed because I spent a lot of time there. Like I kind of lived there a little bit, and dude, it is the bougiest place it's unrecognizable. Like I don't understand how there is enough people to afford that city. It's shocking. Like you're walking around like Soho, Little Italy area, and there's just thousands of people with like $100 meals in front of them on a fucking weekday morning. It's so confusing. I'm like, what do you guys do? How is there this much wealth? I don't understand where you guys all get it. I thought there was 1% seems like a little, but apparently 1% is a lot of fucking people.
You ask people, you're like, how'd you get all this money? And every single person's like, DraftKings.
Yeah, they're all like, oh, actually, I have $400,000 in credit card debt. Yeah, I'm just keeping up appearances until I kill myself.
That's Miami.
Yeah, is that Miami?
Oh yeah.
We should talk about Miami. How corrupt is that fucking place,
I don't know enough,
dude? So you saw the TUA hit.
So I have this on here. There's TUA on the dock. The TUA thing, you're just thinking that you're just buying that into corrupt Miami as the entire city of the TUA thing? Because he was obviously...
Oh, I meant the Dolphins organization.
Okay, he couldn't even walk because he was like, oh.
They said it was back and ankle injuries?
Yeah, dude. It looked like he had fucking, like those like drunk goggles on that like Mothers Against Drunk Driving gives you or whatever.
You know when you sprain your ankle, you lose your balance.
Yeah, dude. You can't, your center of
Did you see Mac Jones? So Mac Jones, he's out for several weeks.
Yeah,
he sprained his ankle really bad.
Did you see? I couldn't get the audio of the video. When
somebody sprains their ankle, they hop off very athletically. Yeah. They have all their equilibrium. In fact, they're more balanced than normal because they're paying extra attention to not put weight on that ankle. That is not what Tua was doing at all.
No. Mac Jones was running off the field screaming like he just found out his husband died in World War II.
Yeah. Mike Tyson has a famous knockout of this guy, Trevor Burbick, where he kept trying to get up and he fell over, got up and fell over, and got up and fell over. That's what Tua was knocked out. Yeah. He was standing up, knocked out.
Well, I don't know if I put the video on here, but there's a video of Tua after the game, like hugging Josh Allen. And he looks he looks fucked up, but the way he's hugging Josh Allen, it literally looks like he's like telling there's like a terrorist attack just happened, and they're like embracing each other in the way. And it's Tua's like, man, Randy, you always been such a good friend to me. It's like that's what it seems like he's saying. He's like, and Josh Allen's like, what? Yeah, it's like, who are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah, dude,
you're the best 4th grade teacher ever.
And I love how the Dolphins. First of all, the Dolphins right now, their owner is suspended from all NFL activities. Yeah. He's not even allowed on the field. And while that's going on, because they tampered with Sean Payton and Tom Brady, and they told Brian Flores to tank, according to Brian Flores, although he was clear of that investigation. But I believe Brian. I don't think he would say that for no reason. That I believe that he said that. So like, was it Art Ross or whatever? I can't remember the guy's name. Something Ross is suspended. The vice president of operations is also suspended for the full season. Amidst that, the quarterback knocks out. They don't put him in concussion protocol, and then they double down the day after. They say he passed all the concussion tests. He's good for next week. And it's like, Jesus, the balls of this organization. And nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's like the Patriots. Anytime the Patriots, and I don't even like them. Anytime the Patriots do anything wrong, everybody's like, they're the most corrupt organization in the whole, all of football. The Dolphins are just fucking everything they do is criminal.
There's also a tweet from somebody else I had put on the doc talking about Tua clearing concussion protocol. They're saying that he was, whenever he was in the league, one Tua was like obviously concussed, but passed concussion protocol. Here it is right here. Regarding Tua, for those saying we passed concussion test, I passed a concussion as Emmanuel Acho. I can't remember how to say his name. I passed concussion test once, finished playing in the game, flew home, drove to my neighborhood, and had no idea which house was mine. Test or not, the man couldn't walk straight. Play it safe.
Well, you ever heard Tyler's story about his concussion? Tyler Gazar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he gets knocked out. He knows they're going to ask him, the questions they're going to ask him. So he asks
with four stories of touchdowns.
Yeah. They ask him, he asks his friend, what day is it or whatever. So he's ready for those questions. And then they say, what year is it? And he sees like a senior prom banner or whatever. So, and he's like 2012, but the prom is at the end of the year, and this was the beginning of the year, so it was 2011. So he said, whatever year it was or whatever, he said the wrong year, but he had been passing the test by asking the questions. But also, they probably I wonder if the test is like say your name. Yeah. And he's like, and they're like, yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. That sounds right to me. Same way I say it.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
No fucking clue.
Well, I can't tell
sounds right to me.
Can't tell this guy how to pronounce his own name.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Get back out there, son.
Yeah. He just starts throwing the ball backwards on the field. Oh, man.
Is Tua returning a kickoff right now?
Dude, there's a few other things on here, too. But, man, I'm going to give myself credit here because Jalen Hurts coming out of Oklahoma, I said he was fucking legit, and now he looks legit. And I remember specifically on this podcast getting some grief over saying that.
Yeah, I didn't believe in him.
That Jalen Hurts was legit.
I take it back. I've actually watched, for some reason, a weird amount of Eagles games this year. I think I've seen 2 out of 3 of their games. And I think they've had maybe they had like a 4:00 game or a night game or something where there wasn't much else on. And they, first of all, I didn't believe in Deontay Smith either, the Heisman Trophy winner out of Alabama.
Devonta
It's Devontae.
Isn't it? That was Devonta.
It's spelled Devonta, but it said Devontae. Devontae Smith.
That's the skinny dude?
Yeah. Dude, tough as fuck. And, dude, can jump out of the building. He made a couple jump catches. A.J. Brown, and it's perfect complementary receivers with A.J. Brown. And, dude, the Eagles and their defense is always good. Yeah. They look, to me, right now, they're the best team in the NFC.
They look good.
They look very good. And this past week, it was all arm, too. It wasn't like he wasn't really doing that much with running. The whole team wasn't doing much with running.
I know. And I know what you're saying, and I agree with that, but I also hate that because it's like, also, he's an elite runner.
No, exactly. I mean, but you don't know how the fuck he's going to be.
Yeah.
It's great, yeah.
It seems like one of the bigger shake-up years in a while as far as what teams
I love
good.
it.
Oh, 100%.
That's great. What teams are great?
Confusing.
Bills look just okay. The fucking...
Well, the Bills look great in 2 games. They had one. They played a tough game, but I watched the end of that game. Josh Allen tried to throw 5 interceptions and did it.
He threw the ball like 63 times.
The Dolphins dropped... At the end, that last drive, Josh Allen looked so bad. He threw into Dolphins' hands like 5 times, and I think maybe walked away with 1 pick or something.
Yeah, but a lot of teams that people expect to be, and the Bengals look like shit.
Well, I'll tell you what's firing me up right now, and I know I'm a homer for the Packers. December 19th, I'm going Monday night game against the Rams in Green Bay.
Ayahuasca to support your man.
Dude, I'm going shirtless, I think. It's going to be so cold.
It's so cold.
Yeah.
We were talking at the Rams game about what it's like to be one of those dipshit fans that paints yourself like that. Like how funny of a life
I
that
think,
is.
what if I did no paint? I just went shirtless with a winter Elmer Fudd hat and mittens, because that's where all the heat escapes, I think I'll be fine.
You should cover yourself in cheese.
Like fondue.
Yeah. And then bring Joni as your service dog to lick it off you the whole time. There's a man down in the end zone, and he's really into this game.
Dude, no, but Green Bay against Tampa Bay was an underrated win because Green Bay only put up 14 points, so everybody's looking past them. But so everybody's making excuses for. It's so funny how things work. Where Aaron Rodgers has no receivers, nobody gives a shit. Tom Brady loses Mike Evans. All of a sudden, that's the only reason Green Bay won. It's like Tom Brady didn't have Mike Evans. Aaron Rodgers has nobody. Like even if everybody's healthy, he has somebody.
Yeah, right. But Brady's going to get people back. I think is the point. Is going to get people.
Right. Right, but it's not even a talking point
Yeah.
on Green Bay's side. To me, that was a fair matchup. That was two great quarterbacks with nobody to fucking throw to. But Green Bay's defense looked elite. And like Tampa Bay has a great defense. They had the number 1 rated defense in 2 weeks, so it doesn't really fucking matter. But Green Bay's defense looks so fucking good. And Romeo Doubs, their second round pick, is looking fucking good. And so I think they're just going to get better and better and better. And that defense just swallowed Tampa Bay up. They've only given up 20. They gave up 21 points to the Vikings, and then they gave up 10 points, and then they gave up 12 points. So they're like their defense is fucking looking solid. And I think that scoring 14 points on Tampa Bay is about what people are going to score. That's about what people are going to score in that defense as of right now. And so I'm fired up. I think and also Aaron Rodgers has completely changed how he plays. He's doing all throws out to the flats because he has nobody to throw to.
Yeah, I mean, he's seeing fucking, sacred geometry and shit.
Dude, I guarantee you he is into sacred geometry for sure.
Yeah,
Can we stop calling people into psychedelic drugs deep thinkers? Like every time they talk about Aaron Rodgers, like he's such a deep thinker, and it's like, I mean,
he's a fucking dipshit.
You have to be brilliant to be a quarterback, but you have to be brilliant. The way you are brilliant as a quarterback is the way Mike Tyson is brilliant at boxing. It doesn't necessarily translate to
deep thing. No, it's
you're not Albert Einstein. You know what I mean?
It's like in my mind, every quarterback is Blake Bortles. The way they talk, they're all
ripping ciggies.
Yeah, what would you be doing if you weren't playing football? Probably working construction and ripping cigs. What's the first thing you do in the morning? Take a piss. He's such one of the stupidest people ever.
Also, or just the most honest.
Straightforward.
Yeah. What's he supposed to say? Like 3 sets of fucking push-ups?
Yeah, dude, Lamar looks so fucking good.
Yeah,
So this is my Lamar and Aaron Judge comparison. Both dudes turned down contract extensions. About, I think, close to the
Who's
same
the other
amount of
one?
money. Aaron Judge.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Judge turned down a like $270 million, maybe $200 and something million contract extension.
Yeah, he doesn't want to carry the fucking Yankees
in the offseason, and this year he's about to win the fucking Triple Crown.
Yeah.
It's like his home run numbers are overshadowing the fact that he is about to win the Triple Crown.
And the great thing Judge is walking into is baseball of any league, any professional sport in history. They are the most, I'll pay you for what you did, not what you're going to do. Yep. So he is about to cash in.
Yeah.
Like probably the highest paid player ever for a little while, I would imagine. Do you think he gets a better contract than Trout?
It's going to be close, dude.
Trout's what, half a bill?
Trout's half a bill, but it's like 16 years.
I think he's gonna get more. The hype's
as far
so
as per year.
Yeah, because he won't get. He's in his 30s.
They're saying he's going to get 375
for 6, 7.
I don't know, maybe 10.
I don't know if you give. Do you give a 31-year-old a 10-year contract? The Yankees do.
A lot of people.
Yankees and the Rangers.
He's leaving the Yankees. He's not going back to the Yankees.
Why? Why do you think that?
I don't know if they can pay that much. They owe Stanton a lot of money.
This is what the Yankees fan I meeting was flipping out. He goes, "Since when were we fucking broke?"
I'm not saying they're broke.
He goes, for years we were number one in the fucking I just salary.
I don't know, man.
Well, they would just the luxury tax keeps compounding, and it'll double how much you have to pay, and it just got to a point where it's too much. But then they never really. Everyone thought they were just gonna take a year off, let it fall under, and then go back to it. But they haven't gone full on.
I think he's gonna get fucking paid, and I don't know.
Well, he's gonna get.
Well,
paid.
I think he's
That's
gonna
not
get.
a thought.
But I don't. Why wouldn't he sign that extension with the Yankees?
Because he knew he was going to do this. He trained to do this year. And he was in the offseason. He was saying, going to do 55 home runs again.
He didn't know he was going to do this.
No, he didn't know he was going to do this, but he knew you trained to, do it. I'm showing you what I can do.
You know what I want to bet
Lamar's
next
doing
year?
the same exact thing. Lamar turned down a contract, and now he's fucking balling out.
You know what I want to bet next year? We'll get back to this, but sidetrack. I want to bet that Mike Trout hits 400 home runs next year.
400?
Yeah, for a career.
Oh, what's he at now?
He's at.
I was like, what are you talking about?
He is at 3. He would have to hit 50 something. He's never done it. But he looks.
No, he's hit
he looks really good right now. He looks like he's finally healthy, and he's not making the playoffs. So he's going to have a whole year to get better.
And also, the only thing he has to even think about is personal stats.
Yes,
53 he needs.
He needs 53. Yeah, and he could still hit a couple more this year.
Okay.
He's got a few more games.
I mean, he had 9 straight games with a home run or something.
Yeah. He's he looks like the old Mike Trout recently.
Just trade him, get him.
Dude, so I want to bet that because I bet that's serious money. I don't know if you can find that bet. I'm sure you can somewhere.
If the Dodgers,
I guess I would have to frame it differently. That he hits 53 home runs.
You could probably find an over/under for home runs, and then like adjust the slider and get better odds or whatever.
That's
crazy.
That's my crazy prediction. Is that I think Mike Trout has an Aaron Judge year next year.
Mine is this year. I don't really. I think it's more likely than the odds you'd get, but I think Judge could not get another home run in the season.
Yeah, you were saying you want to bet that
Yeah.
he stays at 60. I mean, they're pitching the fuck around him. The Red Sox are such cocksuckers. Dude, the Red Sox were in town when I was there, and it was a day game, and I had time to go. I looked up tickets. They were so expensive. And all over town, people were wearing Yankees jerseys. Like they're fired up to be Yankees fans again because the Yankees kind of fell off. And, now they don't have, because the city's so expensive, I just don't think they have they're almost turning into LA.
Yeah.
Like as far
Yankees, I would be fine with a Yankees Mets World Series, but other than that, I want the Dodgers.
It's already happened. It happened like 15 years
again,
ago.
Make it happen. And wasn't it 2001? It was like right after 9/11 they did that. They probably rigged it.
No, I thought that.
It was Clemens Piazza. That was when Clemens threw the ball.
Really, I thought that was more recent. I thought they had a subway.
It was 2000. It was before, I think.
Okay, yeah, it was right around then.
Damn.
Yeah, 2000.
Don't test me, bro.
No, I believe you. I just thought for some reason, like I thought, because I was paying attention to baseball then, and I thought that series happened when I wasn't paying attention to baseball.
I'd say it being in 2000 is strong evidence that the MLB and 9/11 weren't inside jobs, not rigged.
But, the Red Sox were in town when that happened.
In New York?
Yeah. My dad went on September 10th. My dad saw the Yankees Red Sox.
Oh, damn! And then he was hanging out on top of the World Trade Center. That's what people don't know about Brian's dad is he rode the building all the way.
No, it was actually David Ortiz who did it.
Oh, did
and then from a bullhorn, he said, "This is my fucking city."
And he fucking did yeah, that's what people don't know about me. If I was at 9/11, I would have just jumped up in the air, and then I would have rode it down slowly.
Yeah, I would have cowgirled it. All the way down.
You tie your rope to the thing.
Yeah!
It's very serious. We shouldn't talk about that.
It's really the dust that got you.
That dust. Will get you. See, that would have been... Yeah.
Isn't that what John Stewart's always going on? They got like everybody got poisoned from the dust.
Yeah, he hates dust.
Oh, that's what mesothelioma?
It's like that type of shit. Like, what's
I don't know.
It's mesothelioma. You breathe in dust. I think that's about the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, Aaron Judge, he's about to win the fucking... the only thing he has an issue with is average. There's top three guys. I think Devers is up there, and then I can't remember who else. But there's three people in the AL who are all hovering around 314, 316. And so as long as those other two guys fall off a little bit, and Aaron Judge just keeps... Even if he just keeps getting walked, he's going to stay the same.
Yeah, Xander Bogaerts is at 313.
That's what yeah. Devers.
I went to the most electrifying minor league baseball game I've ever been to.
Oh, yeah, River Dogs.
Yeah, I went to the Charleston River Dogs. Bill Murray was there. I actually did not. I saw. So Bill Murray was doing pregame hype, and I wasn't there yet because I got there after the first inning. But
yeah, Brian was on set, dude. It's all good.
I didn't want to say that. I was avoiding saying that. I was on set. Yes, I was.
Set. Brian was crushing
sports movie.
Yeah, I was.
Brian was
in a hockey
crushing
movie.
Nature Valley granola bars.
Dude, the catering was legit.
Catering. That's the best part about doing anything.
God, dude, these chicken sandwiches, I was just crushing them. But anyway, I went to the River Dogs versus the Myrtle Beach Pelicans, which is Kenny Powers' team, the Myrtle Beach Mermen. By the way, never seen this. I've been to many minor league baseball games. I've never seen this. The away team had a presence.
Yeah. Oh no, I was telling you that.
There was Myrtle Beach contingency.
Yeah, there's
in
always
the Charleston game. I know they're very close.
Small contingency.
There was Myrtle Beach jerseys, people booing, and there were chants. Everybody knew what was going on. It was also I couldn't believe the level of competition a single A game. I might as well have been watching a pro game. The third baseman was making plays.
They make plays. I'm telling you, to be a professional baseball player in an organization, you have to be fucking locked down. You have to be fucking good. Because if not, they'll just get rid of your ass and send you up the fucking creek.
Here's a great little tip, though. So, are you familiar with blue laws? Blue laws are
those the alcohol laws?
Yeah, they're like Christian-based laws that
like 3-2 beer and shit.
No liquor store on Sunday.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. So one of the blue laws in South Carolina is you can't have a special on alcohol. So they have dollar beer nights every now and then in Charleston at the River Dog Stadium. But the way to get around that is that one bar has to honor that deal permanently so that it's not a special. So if you're at the River Dog Stadium, I don't drink, and my heart was broken.
Damn.
I would have gotten smashed.
And you're sitting there like, man, Bruce would have so much fun.
I know. So when you're at River Dog Stadium, behind first base, you go behind first base, you'll see an Aaron Judge, because they used to be with the Yankees, and they were with the Rays. Aaron Judge played single A ball there. There's a life-size Aaron Judge thing.
He's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, with height on it, so kids can go up and get their picture taken next to it.
At the All-Star game, when or the Home Run Derby, when he was standing next to Stan.
Altuve?
I didn't see him next
Oh,
to
yeah,
Altuve.
I saw that.
He was standing next to Stan.
I remember watching that.
God damn.
So behind that Aaron Judge life-size poster is a bar, a little concession stand that has dollar beers every game. And it's the only bar, and they don't advertise it. They don't tell anybody. This is the tip I got. I think that, and the cast of Righteous Gemstones was at that game too.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so they had they were doing 2 weeks on, 1 week off shooting for season 3. So they were a week off, and a lot of them were there.
Just this industry inside tip you heard on set. Mm-hmm. No, they shoot 2 weeks on, 1 week off.
Well, we got some of their crew. That's how I knew that. Yeah, we had some of their crew. So they were all there, but they were in boxes up there. I was with the people because you know me. I'm Cesar Chavez, dude. I want to be with the people.
Did you sit in your seats, or were you moving around?
I moved around the whole time. Not a bad seat there. The stadium's beautiful.
Minor league baseball is good for that as far as stadium seating.
It was a playoff game, and people acted like that mattered. It was so much fun, dude. Man, I kind of like, since I'm at a minor league town level of a comedian, I'm more playing towns that have minor league teams than major league teams. I think I might just start working that into the sketch.
Yeah, dude. Minor league baseball I worked in it for a while. I love it.
So there used to be the Charleston Rainbows. That was what they used to be called. And the logo was the state of South Carolina with a rainbow shooting into Charleston.
Gotcha.
And Bill Murray wants to change them back to the rainbows. And they sell rainbow merch. And I went to the store to buy a Rainbows hat because the logo is sick.
Yeah.
And it was $40. I went online. I saw there was like $17 online. So I was like, whatever. I ordered one online.
Fuck yeah.
That's coming. But I hope they do change it back to the rainbows, dude.
Sick. That's
It changed in '94.
Minor league baseball.
I can imagine why.
Yeah.
Let's hit the dock a little bit, and then we'll get out of here.
That's probably, will you look the same year Don't Ask, Don't Tell went through? I guarantee you it was retaliatory legislation.
So they secretly, like the dollar beer, they're secretly called the Rainbows, but they don't ask, they don't tell.
Yeah, there's a rainbow law in South Carolina.
Law in South Carolina.
December of '93.
93, yeah.
Damn, dude, my man. My man.
I mean, all legislation is just is like reactionary to something else.
Yeah. What else we have on the dock?
Oh, this is a good, funny one.
Oh, dude, this is okay. So Myles Garrett got in that car crash the other day. Shouts out Myles Garrett. Get well soon.
I love Myles Garrett.
I do too. You want to tell your joke?
Which one?
Your deer joke.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Vokey.
I said after Mason Rudolph and now this deer. I don't remember it
Because he was avoiding an animal on the highway. What Brian Vokey, comedian, said. BrianVokey.com for show dates. He said,
oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, between Mason Rudolph and now this guy's had nothing but beef with the deer community or something like that.
Folks.
Hey, folks. Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy's got nothing but trouble within the deer community.
Yeah, so
folks.
this is from last week where they apparently had a defense only meeting, and he was
I fucked that up.
He was asked what they Myles Garrett on what they talked about at the defensive only meeting in quote pretty girls and fast cars, and then a week later.
Isn't that the Michelle Ninjantello song?
Pretty Girls and Fast Cars?
I'm in a fast car.
No, that's no, you're talking about Tracy Chapman?
Oh yeah. Well, you know the girl with the Nigerian last name, she's also an acoustic person, had one hit at the same time.
I saw this thing about Tracy Chapman that apparently at that big like Live Aid thing they do in Britain or whatever it's called. It's like a stadium full of things. Like she did a set on like a really small stage and crushed it, and then somebody else was supposed to go up and play, but like something fucked up and they didn't have like the right shit, and so they like last minute asked Tracy Chapman to fill in. So she's playing like acoustic guitar for 100,000 people and fucking smashes it.
Everybody gets their opportunity. It's just whether or not you're prepared.
Yeah, see, I would have gone out there and been like, "Oh, folks, my mom, her. She's weird, right?"
I was in the Newark airport, and they had, by the way, the shittiest airport in the fucking country. I looked it up. They are in the top 5 longest TSA lines of any airport in the country. They just fucking suck dick. I hate that airport so much. If it's within $100, go to LaGuardia, JFK every time.
Flying back from Detroit, I got from walking in the airport to through security about a minute and a half.
Really?
Awesome.
Yeah, Newark, the machines were broke, and like it just sucked, dude. Yeah, that was when I was at the fight. The guy goes, Shakur is Puerto Rican because Shakur wears a Puerto Rican. He's half black, half Puerto Rican. He wears a Puerto Rican flag on his shorts, and he brings a flag out, and he goes, "Yeah, his father got killed." And then he goes, "That's Newark for you."
I hate talking to anybody, dude.
I know, dude. I just like, how bad was your childhood where like you're like, this guy's cooler because his dad was murdered? Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, that's such a sad way to exist. You know what I mean? It's like, tell me you had an awful life without telling me you had an awful life or whatever. Yeah, he's cool because his dad got murdered. That's sick. That's fucking awesome, dude.
I wish my daddy got murdered.
Yeah.
Make me a better person.
Yeah. I'd probably be in that ring.
I would have been up there, but I couldn't get. Yeah, it's just some shit went down.
By the way, last thing I'll say about that fight, Bruce Carrington, Shoo Shoo is his nickname. He's a 135 fighter, 130 from Brownsville, which is where Tyson's from, and Razor Ruddock and Zab Judah. It's like a East New York, East Brooklyn. He's a fucking badass prospect. Broke his hand. I don't know. I didn't look it up, but he hit and then was shaking his hand, and then he won the rest of the fight one-handed. Just pieced the guy up with one hand. And he still, this fucking moron he was fighting, he would feint the broken hand, and the guy would still, and then hit him with this hand. It's like, he's not throwing his hand. If I was the coach, I would have smacked him in the face and then, there's no right hands coming, you idiots.
Dude, that's so funny. You got this Lions thing up, dude? It's gray sweatpants season, my bros.
Which I'll say real quick, because we haven't talked about it since it started, but I believe in the Lions rebuild. The draft picks.
Lions look just
They blew it against the Vikings.
They looked very old Lions-y. I'm not gonna like
that Viking. They should have beat the Vikings.
They got like 5 yards rushing before contact right now.
As soon as I know. As soon the running game's great.
After 2 weeks, DeAndre Swift was averaging literally 10 yards a carry.
Dude, they're sick.
10 yards a carry, but he's hurt now, right? And it's Jamal Williams from Green Bay.
Who was crushing it. He scored had 2 long touchdowns, I think.
You guys have so many Packers leftovers.
Yeah. Dude, Monte Brown's the shit. And,
yeah.
But yeah, we have probably a special report from Dan Campbell here.
Yeah, dude. Special report from Dan Campbell. Lions coaches switched from black to gray sweatpants last week, won their first game. Dan Campbell today. We'll have gray pants on this week. Not that I'm superstitious.
I'm just horny.
Yeah, dude. So we got dick slanging on the fucking sideline in Detroit.
When did the gray? I know what it means, the boner and everything. But when did this become a thing? The gray sweatpants.
Probably around the same time as like the Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Because I saw like on like when you get
credit Broad City, but I'm not sure.
TikTok whores are all doing that when he walks in with gray sweatpants or whatever. And I just didn't
see that dick.
Yeah, of course, but you can see many color sweatpants. I don't know.
But gray is the most. Like that
That's
thing
why you look fat in gray. Yeah. Same thing.
The thing I sent you, but with Donald Trump with the gray sweatpants on, with this huge cock.
And a 6-pack.
And the people in the background.
Nancy Pelosi was squirting.
That's a good one.
And an on her chest it said impeachment attempt.
Yeah, it was wild.
I was like, did a fucking bot make this? What is impeachment attempt?
Donald Trump with a 6-pack and like cool hair, and
he had Logan Paul hair.
Yeah, maybe an earring too.
With
his gray sweatpants with his like 14-inch dick.
Yeah, dude. I should have sent that to my dad.
Yeah, dude. Because you were like, my dad's going to be sending me this in 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I told you. What is this one here? Oh, this is about how bad the Bears are. Bears fucking suck, dude.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they won a game of 5 completed passes.
8 completions.
Receptions through the first 3 weeks. Cooper Kupp, 28. Stephen Diggs, 27.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, 23. And the Chicago Bears have 23 receptions through 3 weeks.
Justin Fields sucks.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way around it. He sucks. And the Bears are in every one of their games.
I mean, Khalil Herbert, it's not the line. Khalil Herbert ran for infinity yards.
Roquan Smith had a pick 6. Dude, Jesus Christ. You got to respect that dude. He demanded a trade in the beginning of the year, and he represented himself. The Bears refused to talk to him because he represented himself. Vaguely maybe racist or anti-player. I don't know, like not player, but player. But and like he gets kind of disrespected and mistreated, and he just fucking buckles down and just makes himself worth a lot, even more money for next year.
Yeah.
He's dominating right now on a terrible team.
Yeah, they are bad. They suck dick.
Shout out to Roquan Smith. Go UGA.
Bears suck. Jacksonville looks legit.
I know. I've been
Jacksonville, and I saw that there's a stat on there too where Trevor Lawrence got his first road win. I think this is like his third year or something like that. And Peyton Manning took the same amount of time to get his first road win, dude.
This is
Peyton
what
Manning, people. Even myself.
Only two QBs to ever start 0-9 on the road. It says.
See,
I'm surprised Troy Aikman didn't either. He went like 1-15 his first year.
See, I'm quick to judge because I was quick to be like Trevor Lawrence.
I've been saying Trevor Lawrence is going to be it.
Yes, and I was talking shit, and I'm quick.
You got Jalen, I got Trevor.
I'm quick to judge on people like this, but now that Trevor Lawrence looks legit, I'm wrong because you forget like people like Peyton Manning, Troy Aikman started out like shit too.
Yeah, but also I was on James Robinson because of fantasy last year. Like he had a great last few games of the season, and everybody was so high on Travis Etienne because because they went to the same college or some shit. I don't know. 'Cause he's a Clemson grad too. People thought he was going to have that fucking Jamar Chase, fucking Joe Burrow connection or whatever. Oh, yeah. But I picked up James Robinson early, and he has been dominating in fantasy for me. He's getting 20 points a game.
Have you heard how people refer to that connection? It's the shower dick connection. People who see each other's dicks in showers for 4 years. The quarterback wide receiver.
Is that what they call that?
Yeah.
Like Joe Burrow, T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Well, they had a transfer, so they only saw each other's dick for 2 years.
There you go.
But they made up.
They made it work.
They made up for it. It's time for us to make up for lost time.
Remember that when
Show me your penis.
when LSU won the championship and Odell Beckham just showed up and started giving people lots of money,
cigars
like he was Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Did you see Floyd Mayweather in Japan? He had stacks of cash, and he had some guy just counting money for him.
Oh, yeah.
He was at a store, and there was just some guy whose job it is to count money for Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather knocked that fucker out. Yeah, dude. Yeah, he did an exhibition where he knocked him out.
Floyd Mayweather rules.
Yeah, dude, I love Floyd Mayweather.
We can wrap up in a minute. We got a few more things on here, I think. What is this here?
Pro Bowl is going to be a flag football
Love
game.
Been saying it. Great move. It's
all about it.
More of an. It's not even about the flag football game. It's about the events. The flag football is stupid. It should.
No, but
I think flag football is stupid too.
Get rid of that.
Yeah.
Just do the skills competition.
Yeah.
I want to see Justin Jefferson on a trampoline catching balls between his legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I want to see some crazy shit. I want him to like grease up the fucking field goal post and have people climb that. I want people to do all kinds.
Dude, they should have a long snapper competition.
Who can snap at the long?
Like through a hole, like a
dude, I'm down with all of it.
Yeah. No, I like get the long snappers.
Pro Bowl is fucking.
You know what Green Bay's long snapper's last name is? Coco. His name's like John Coco.
That's what's up.
That rules.
If I have a kid and he wants to play football, I'm gonna make him be a long snapper from the time he's like 5 years old.
Yeah, I mean it won't get you a scholarship, but it could get you to the pros.
Get you a scholarship.
You get long snappers get scholarships?
Definitely, you definitely can. Dude, I played with growing up was not great, like small. Was just okay. Started long snapping. I'm pretty sure got a scholarship to Alabama. Played a few years in the.
I mean, you got to throw like 20-yard darts under your legs, or 14 yards.
Long snapping. He got in there right at the time of like when long snapping was like kind of because it's not like it's a new thing, but like that being a position is
the science behind it is what's changed. Like
so, he would go to all these long snapping camps. His parents had money. But.
Like apparently. They know the rotations, like the placeholder is not supposed to have to spin the ball to put the laces away.
Yeah.
Like that's a bad. If you have to do that, that's a bad snap. Like there's a lot of technique behind it. Like
it's not like it's easy, but it's just a specific thing. Do it over. And
They
over.
know if you throw it this way, you're gonna get this much rotation. It's fucking crazy.
It's freaks, dude.
And they just can't throw the ball like this, like a quarterback.
Yeah, you got to just get someone to turn around and throw it over. That's the way they're doing it wrong.
Yeah, and you only play like 7 plays a game. You're probably on all the kickoffs and stuff. Probably you're probably on all the special teams.
But the other times you're eating fucking chicken fingers on the sideline.
No way, your fingers get greasy.
That's why we put gloves on.
Somebody's feeding you, or you get that Jerry Rice helmet.
Yeah, the Jerry Rice helmet, the chicken wing. That's probably the most racist thing anyone's ever done, right? The chicken wing helmet. Do you know the chicken wing helmet? Please look up the chicken wing helmet.
It's Popeyes.
It's Popeyes. It is.
Put in Jerry Rice Popeyes helmet.
It is. I think this is. Whoever came up with this.
You know who posts that all the time is Zach Fox, and I just ran into Zach Fox at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
And we walked by each other, and then we did this like Matrix turn at the same time where we were like, because he looks different from when I first met him, and because probably money, but and then we looked at each other, and he's like, and then we pointed at each other, and I was like, Zach, and he's like, Brian, he's like, what's up, dude? And we're talking at the airport, but he posts this shit all the time.
Look at this. The taste mask. Come on. Whoever's idea this was, I mean,
yeah,
that's worse than putting on a dress, I think.
I mean, the only it's 100, 1,000 times.
Once they get you in the Popeyes taste mask, it's all over, dude.
Also, the logo being off center bothers me. But also, the only receiver.
I think it's racist because he can't reach the chicken with his mouth.
Yeah,
that's how he ran That's how he ran the 40 at the combine.
It's like a smelling salt effect.
Yeah. But they.
Good God.
The only receiver who should be allowed to do that is Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
he's the only one who should be allowed to do that.
It would be so funny to be in the NFL and wear like not just obviously the Popeyes taste mask, but to wear like a single bar helmet. That would fucking rock, dude.
How much do you think Jerry Rice got for that?
Dude, not enough. It could have been $1 billion and would have been enough.
I disagree.
They were gonna put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill until he did that, and now they canceled the whole thing.
Oh, that reminds me. You got to. I can't.
That
actually, I
reminds
can't
me
tell
that we should cut the pod at 1 hour and 15 minutes.
No way. The people need to see this.
Yeah, no, the people have to see the Jerry Rice. This needs to be
It's
brought
not
to
like we
life.
did this.
No,
I didn't Photoshop that.
This is social commentary, friend. That's just what's going on right here. But goddamn, the
You know what?
taste mask
Can
is
you
no
name
good.
what school he went to?
Jerry Rice?
Yeah.
Oh, Marshall.
Nope.
God,
That's Randy Moss.
fuck. No,
Howard.
You'll have to double check me, but I think it's called
it's some
Mississippi Valley State.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
I think.
remember that. That's why I was like, I thought you were trying to get me with that Marshall thing. Damn.
No, that was Chad Pennington. Apparently, there's a 30 for 30 on that team. I got to watch that.
Fuck. Ooh,
Mississippi
Mississippi Valley
Valley
State. That's made up. That's like a fucking. What's
Let's
that?
go, boys.
That's Lamar Bell's
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
What's that school they played against with the guys you said were gassy?
Oh, I forgot that
Bishop
made up
Sycamore.
high school Bishop.
Sycamore, yeah,
Bishop
yeah.
Gorman?
Bishop Sycamore.
Bishop Sycamore. Yeah, that's so funny.
Bishop Sycamore. Yeah, that was whenever they did that thing. Brian said that the ref should have been able to tell because there'd be a bunch of dudes at the kickoff line with acid reflux.
Because it was a high school team that was like putting 30-year-olds on the field.
Because they were just like coming back to school or whatever.
No, it was all a scam.
A fake thing.
It was like a fake school.
And they went out and got their ass kicked by IMG, right?
Yeah.
They
IMG
lost like
beat their
70 to
fucking ass.
0. It's like a bunch of fucking dudes are farting.
IMG.
That's a great underdog movie, and it's real. They just make
It's like the guys are at the line going with like 30-year-old burps. And be like, how old are you?
They come out there with the water. There's like Pepto-Bismol Tums. It's like all that shit.
Yeah.
They got the Jerry Rice taste mask.
They're playing Nelly. And they're like, what? Is this Nelly? When's the last time you heard Nelly?
Going on out here right now, dude. Fetty Wap? What the fuck? All right, we got one or two more things. I think we're pushing.
We got and we were talking about him earlier. I have some
Aaron
numbers.
Judge, he's just
for
leading
Aaron
everything.
Judge,
He's triple crown.
Same with Lamar Jackson.
Is this the
4+
best
touchdowns.
season since Miguel Cabrera? You think that was the
Best over.
I think it's
first
better
Triple
than
Crown.
Miguel's, honestly.
He
And
won the
I'm-
Triple Crown?
Yeah, he won the Triple
if he
Crown,
win-
but it was less
he had
home runs.
He just had a higher batting average. He hit like 336, I think.
there's something to be said about a higher batting average.
But if you have a lower batting average, you're hitting
Miguel-
60 home runs. People, if you look up Mark McGuire's,
and he wasn't doing nearly as much in the field. He was a first baseman at that time.
look up Mark McGuire and Barry Bonds if you could. Their seasons where they hit the most home runs because I bet Mark McGuire hit like 240.
Yeah, I bet he did too. And I bet Barry Bonds probably had a higher.
OBP, I bet, was high.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
getting walked all the time.
Oh, I think Barry Bonds has the highest OBP in history,
Yeah,
doesn't
because
he?
he got 100 and something intentional walks.
Yeah.
Here. What was his average that season?
What do we got here? Are you on Pro Baseball Reference?
263. Oh, that's his year. Oh, baseball reference. That's smart.
What were you looking at?
I was just Googling words.
Mark McGuire into
Mark
Pornhub.
McGuire. It's just a dude. Remember when we thought that guy was Mark McGuire at the Rams tailgate?
Oh, yeah.
I was positive
I
that
was
was Mark
too.
McGuire. I would have lost my fucking mind. So this is a story I sent.
I
to Zach.
forgot that's a goatee you see all over the rest of America. But California,
dudes who look like Mark McGwire.
yeah, you don't see that wraparound shades with that kind of goatee
I
in
sent
LA
this to Zach
ever.
today, so because this is also the same thing about because Pujols said the guy who caught the 700th home run, he's like souvenirs are for the fans, do your thing because that guy fucking split, got it authenticated, fucking split, left the game. This is the thing too. So in 1998. It's kind of a dig here a little bit, but Mark McGwire had his 70th home run, and Phil Orzerski, a fan making $30,000 a year. That's weird that they had to put that in.
Yeah, that's just that's so rude.
This fucking newspaper thrower, fucking.
Since when did they start putting random people's salaries into articles?
Yeah, so it says, Cardinals asked for the ball in exchange for a jersey and a signed bat. Orzerski says yes, but he also wants to meet Mark McGwire. McGwire says no. Orzerski backs out. 3 months later, he sells the ball for $3 million.
Good for him.
McGwire, you dickhead.
All right, and you're way off. I mean, because also steroids is bat speed and everything. Like your hitting improves. McGwire was 299 and Bonds was 328.
Bonds always hit over 300, right? What was his career average?
His career average was 298.
Yeah, it's about.
Towards the last 3 years were under 300. He was like over 300 for
the last 3 years he was actively bleeding from needle wounds the entire time.
I get so mad about that because if he just retired after the Pittsburgh Pirates, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a Hall of Famer already.
Skinny Bonds is a Hall of Fame. No, I just get so mad that he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, I see.
But
he's from the Bay, so he wanted to go play for the Giants because his dad played for the Giants.
No, I don't give a shit about him leaving Pittsburgh. I'm just saying that's how I separate the steroid years. Because I don't think he was on steroids when he was skinny, and he was skinny when he was with Pittsburgh. I'm just saying he belongs in the Hall of Fame based on pre-steroid stats.
Dude, I forgot about this, but we were at the game and we moved from the outfield to like some seats up behind home plate in the second deck, like in the shade. And this fucking dad came down there with his two young kids, and foul ball came hit off the top of the net. Guy had to move like 2 feet. Other dude with a glove comes in. The dad, in one move, goes swim move over the guy's elbow, kind of locks his arm in, catches the ball, and then all but hip tosses the guy over the thing. And then he's like, okay. He's like, you good?
He jujitsu'd him?
Yeah, it was fucking wild, dude.
It's almost like it's similar to coming. Like people just
catching a ball?
Yeah, they lose their mind when a ball's coming near them.
People risk their children's life.
Yeah, the shit you will do to catch a foul ball is similar to shit you'll do to come.
People do it for a fucking T-shirt out of a cannon.
It's nuts.
Yeah, that says like Chase Bank.
Yeah, exactly. I caught one T-shirt ever, and it was at Georgia Tech, North Carolina basketball game, and it said "Make 7 up yours." Make 7 up yours. And I wore it to school, and I had to turn it inside out.
You're like, I caught this.
Teacher complained.
Yeah, dude, people will hang their kids.
I was like, how is this risky? I caught it at a college basketball game.
I also saw a woman at the game. This would have been great. She was a section over from us. Foul ball came back. She's holding a baby in one hand, puts her hand up like this, bare hand, and goes to catch the ball. Ball just hits right off of her palm, and she feels nothing. It was fucking nuts, dude.
That seems so not motherly.
It was crazy.
That seems
hardcore.
Very fatherly to me.
Dude, baby in one. Dude, people will fucking hold their baby out by the hair over here while they try to. They'll dangle their fucking baby off a balcony like Michael Jackson and try to catch a baseball.
Like when they when Mufasa picks up Scar from
people will
stampede,
literally
just by the scruff of the neck.
Throw their baby out like it's fucking litter to catch a foul ball. It's really there's got to be some kind.
And then you catch the ball and you're like, oh yeah, it's just a baseball.
Yeah, it feels good. You see it. It's just scuff on it.
That high lasts half a second.
Yeah. No, it's not about after. It's the chase. You know, the when you get it, and then it's
I know, but it's just you would think having a baby would change you a little bit.
Not at all. People hate him. People hate their babies. Is that everything on there?
Apparently you bring a baby because you're a magnet for foul balls.
Dude,
if you have a
you got to cover your baby in something sticky. Just put your baby out instead of a glove.
Yeah.
But I've been lately. This is a tip for everybody too. Last few Dodgers games I've gone to, I've brought a glove because at the home run derby, the game I went to before the home run derby, I realized that they'll fucking make you throw your shit in the trash. If you bring a vape or you bring like even a lighter, like whatever, they'll make you throw your shit in the trash. So the trick now, you bring a glove, you stuff all your shit deep in the glove in the fucking finger holes, and then they take that to the side and push it through the thing, and then they give it back to you. But even whenever me and Tyler went, the guy grabbed both of our gloves and like went like this, and my thing had 2 vapes and a weed pen inside of it, and the guy went like that and was like, okay. I was like, you did what? What?
It's more for the camera.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like him, like at a casino, like
Which me and Mike Turner learned they are fucking watching those cameras.
Oh, yeah, they got
Jesus Christ, dude. Escorted.
They caught.
Yeah.
Escorted out of that stadium.
Nice.
Mike and Brian were the two of those guys in the top deck blowing each other.
Why? Is it because I'm a Reds fan?
There should be a section that people are allowed to like fuck in.
Like the vape section.
Yeah, there should be a vape section. There should be one where people are sucking each other
It's
off.
a two-way mirror.
Yeah, something
in front
like
of
that.
it, so
Yeah.
they can see out.
Let a freak section.
The
Live a little.
You know it's Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And brought to you by the Folsom Street Fair. We've got the freak sections. A bunch of dudes whipping each other and sucking each other
We've
off.
got bobble cocks.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
This
Ron
one's-
Jeremy
it's,
Bobblecock.
it's modeled after fucking Kershaw's cock.
Oh,
This is his actual life-size cock, and it bobbles around.
Just the head.
So this is a big. We'll wrap up on this, but this is a big deal. People are giving Mike Trout shit right now because these two kids are hanging outside of their hotel with the dad. Dad posts this video.
Before you even press play, whatever is about to happen happens to him every second of every day, and nobody ever keeps that in mind.
Yeah, I'm
This is hotel.
If he kicks the kids, I'll take it back. He just
He goes
karate kicks
full
full
Alec Baldwin's like, you're a pig. You're a pig.
smashes a 40 bottle over the kid's head. I'm from fucking Jersey.
This is What do you expect? And there's no. And they want him to sign.
We have no idea what happened to him right before that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is this guy's life all the time.
I couldn't give a
People are
fuck.
talking.
I know. Like,
So people are shitting on him, saying that he's, he hates kids and he's not a fucking whatever. And it's like,
also, not a problem if
Yeah,
he
you
hates
can hate
kids.
kids. You're a
Yeah, you're
baseball
allowed to.
player.
Yeah, he's not a
Don't-
preschool teacher.
Yeah.
You hate kids. That's totally fine.
yeah, it's
That'd be so sick if he took out a press conference. He's like, "Yeah, I fucking hate kids."
Just quit talking to me. Yeah,
He sounds like Joe Pesci from
Zach Greinke
Goodfellas.
would do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be spoken to.
Kids look at me in the eye.
Yeah, well, that's like that Zach Greinke story where somebody handed him a ball to sign.
He just
turned
threw
around
it.
and threw it as far as he could and kept
They
walking.
said, "Why'd you do that?" And he goes, "Because it made me laugh."
Yeah,
That's what he said.
literally just kept walking. I don't think he said anything to the guy. We could wrap it though. I think that's the whole doc. Is it?
Yeah.
So,
I'm in defense of Mike Trout,
yeah, I mean, who gives a fuck? It's a non-issue.
and I also want to restate. I think he's gonna MVP next year.
MVP is highly
always in
likely.
the running
Is
for that.
highly likely, but 50-something home runs is the most he's ever. He's hit.
He's hit 40.
Has he hit 50 home runs? I don't think.
No, he's never hit
50
50. He's only been in the 40s, and I think it was only once. He generally hits high 30s.
Yeah, but he's also gets injured every year.
Yeah, but he's been good this year.
Yeah,
He was hurt this year, but he this last, I don't know.
we'll see. Fuck yeah, dude. Good.
Good.
Anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Well, hey, if you see me at the Alan Jackson concert this weekend and you listen to this podcast and you see me and I'm crying, don't talk to me. Leave me alone.
Waiting to get my Alan Jackson text.
Yeah, let's go. All right. Thank you
All
guys.
right, later.